We're
Hello,
live
hello.
with 87 million viewers right now. I hope you're ready. All right, so I see you have a lock on your chain. Did you have funds locked into Celsius?
I certainly have a lot locked into Celsius. I've posted it publicly. I have 3.1 Bitcoins and 11.6 ETH locked in Celsius.
Okay, well, I don't have that big of amount. I didn't put, I put a small portion of my portfolio in there, and then I lost a couple ETH. So I too I'm in this boat right now. I was in the Earn program. I was like, yeah, 10%, 12. This is just free money forever, right? We were all, drinking the Kool-Aid. We shouldn't have been drinking the Kool-Aid. We should have known 20% Kool-Aid had rat poison in it. No, we just tasted the sweetness and the sugar,
and ETH, so like I wasn't getting like 10%. I was getting like I think 3 to 5% on mine. So I was like, that's like it feels too good to be true, but it's still somewhat reasonable, I guess.
Very,
but
very
it was
fair
not
point.
reasonable.
Yeah, it was the UST, to be clear. That was the 20%. So,
Shit.
tell us your thoughts on this story. Unfortunately, a little overshadowed by the XRP news. Maybe you've heard of that altcoin, I guess, but apparently it's popular and there's a lot of fans of it. But
congrats
meanwhile,
to XRP holders.
Oh, you said you are?
Congrats.
Oh,
no, I said congrats to them. I'm not, unfortunately, but congrats to them.
Yeah, they need it. They need it. If anyone needs a win, they need the win there. But what are your thoughts of this Mashinsky pleading guilty? Were you surprised by that?
Wait, did he plead guilty now?
It looks like he pled guilty according to Mashinsky Pleads. Oh, I'm sorry, not guilty. Not guilty.
Not
just
guilty.
am unable to read.
I was like, I would be surprised
there.
if he pled guilty. He's just been denying everything since day one and saying that, I don't know. I think he's not taken responsibility for anything. Very happy to see him finally arrested. But of course, now he's gotten off on the personal recognizance bond. But I'm also wondering, like, I haven't read whether or not, like, is he on house arrest? Does he have a ankle monitor and everything? Like, is he considered a flight risk? I don't know if
Well, he did have to give up his travel documents, so it appears on one level they do think it's a flight risk, but I haven't seen any reporting on whether or not he has a plastic ankle bracelet. I like to think that he does. I like to think he's so sweaty, though, it's going to slip right off.
It's going to slip right off. I mean, I've seen Sam's, and for some reason it's still on Sam. But like Caroline Ellison, I don't think that she's on house arrest, actually. I think she's like free to walk around and do what she wants. But
well, I think Sam has cankles, and so that's why that's not going to happen. Have you ever seen anyone that looks soft and doughy? It's Sam. He can't even get out of Bronze League, and all he had to do is move his fingers and a wrist. He couldn't even do that. And so that's with methamphetamines. I'm sorry, amphetamine salts. It was amphetamine salts. It wasn't meth. There is a difference, folks. That's true. Look it up. But yeah, so we are, Cell token. What are your thoughts on the Cell token? People are saying, are they going to try to resurrect the whole, ecosystem? Are they going to try to resurrect the exchange with new owners, like maybe the rumors of FTX? What are your thoughts of a resurrected Celsius? Maybe they turn into Fahrenheit.
Well, yeah, I still think Cell is dead, personally. And I've also never been a Cell holder, so maybe I'm a little biased, and I think the short squeezers are a little bit crazy. But no, I don't see them bringing Cell back. I think that at this point, we're going to get equity in the new company, and the new company will basically be making money through apparently Bitcoin mining and staking a lot of our ETH, which is somewhat annoying because I think a lot of us just want as much crypto back as we possibly can get. But they'll be holding on to a lot of our ETH, and then a lot of those fees or the staking rewards will go right back into the Bitcoin mining. But at this point, I'm just kind of sick of all of this. I'm just kind of like, can we get back as much of the liquid crypto as possible? I don't really want to be involved in the new company, but I might be in the minority there. Not sure.
Well, let me ask you a question. Would you rather receive 60% today, not in fiat, but in the actual crypto? Or would you rather get 100%, but it might take 4 years with like a monthly drip?
See, but it's just not a surefire bet that we're going to ever be made whole, or like how successful
Mm.
this mining company is going to be. I hope it is. I hope it's successful. But I think that right now we're between the Fahrenheit plan, and if the Fahrenheit plan for some reason doesn't go through, like maybe the SEC says it's not compliant, then we switch to the brick plan. So the brick plan is a backup plan. So I think people have done the numbers, and I think we actually get back a little bit more crypto, liquid crypto up front under the brick plan, which is essentially an orderly wind down of the assets. So I think that people ran the numbers, and I think we'd get something like 49% back under the brick plan in liquid crypto. But under the Fahrenheit plan, I think we get 36.4% back, and then we get another 30% in stock, in recovery company stock.
What are you going to do when that small amount, you get 20%, you get 30%? What are you going to do with that first amount? Are you going to immediately leverage trade and try to get it all back?
No, honestly, I've never leverage traded in my life. I'm really boring. I think I've been accused of a lot of things. I've been accused of like short selling and things like that. I'm like, I'm boring. I hold my Bitcoin. I've been holding my Bitcoin for ages. I don't day trade even, so I'm pretty boring. I'm just going to hold on to it.
All right.
I
Well,
should take profits though.
okay, Tiffany,
In
how
the
do you
next
think?
bull run, I should take profits.
Yeah, well, we all say that, but no, it's
I
got
know,
another
I
leg
never
up
do.
and another leg up.
Yep, yep,
Now,
yep. I
Tiffany,
never do.
what are your thoughts of Celsius? Like 6 months from now, 1 year from now, where are we going to be? It's been a year, so where are we a year from now?
Oh God. I mean, ideally, I'd like to see some of our liquid crypto back. But this case has just taken so long. I'm certainly not expecting to see anything back this year. Hopefully next year. I mean, things that seem like they should take a matter of weeks end up taking like several months. So I actually wouldn't be that surprised if we haven't seen anything back in a year. But that's me being a little bit pessimistic. Hopefully we see something back, like hopefully first quarter next year,
Yeah.
maybe second quarter.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I always try to caution people. It's like the XRP court case. There's always another
Mhm.
thing. I'm not a legal expert. I don't have a law degree, but there's always I filed my summary of dismissal judgment. You didn't know about that? It's like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know about this appeals process. Oh, yeah, the appellate paper. They filed an
Yeah.
appellate paper, dummy. I'm like, I'm sorry. But yeah, I kind of see a similar thing. Is we're going to hear some bullish news, and then it'll be like, oh, wait, there's a rebuttal. There's a court rebuttal. Oh, well, the judge has 30 days or 45 days. And, it'll just get drawn out and drawn out, drawn out. So if you do hear some bullish
Yes.
news, just maybe take it with a grain of salt, because there's always
Temper
a
your
legal rebuttal.
expectations. Yeah, even the Fahrenheit plan, I think they just got approved to have another 3 months of exclusivity. So I don't know. Everything's just extended so long in this.